I care about right now in the playoffs? Oh yeah.
Well, that's the only team you care about in the playoffs.
This is the
playoffs.
24-minute shot clock, baby. This is the NBA preview special. You know,
yes,
this is what it is.
But this is coming from a diehard Mavs fan. He is turned over to the dark side.
The reason, truly, let's just start this off like real hot, right? The reason I'm wearing the Spurs hat, one, I got to root for the old vets. I respect them. Tim Duncan's not on the team, so I respect him even more. And I want them to beat Golden State. a Golden State team, might I add, that doesn't have Steph Curry until the second round.
But here's the thing: do the Spurs have Kawhi Leonard?
No.
Then no chance.
But they haven't. But here's the thing: they haven't had Kawhi all year. They haven't had him all year. He's been playing the injury bug all year.
No chance in hell.
We'll see what happens, though. You know, that's going to be an interesting match to me. So
the 24-minute shot clock started at 8 o'clock. So at 8:24, we're ending this. Okay, we're already 2 minutes
absolutely. In. That's why I started hot. I had to start hot with that one.
We're 2 minutes in. The season's over. The season I really did not care about. Let's be honest. But the real season has begun.
Well, I mean, we didn't care about the season, let's be real, because we are Mavericks fans, and our team has been playing like absolute bull crap this year.
You mean the garbage of garbage?
Exactly.
The most garbage team. It's like Texas. It's like DFW can't build like a team now. It's like, where's their team? Good team.
It's insane. It's insane because like we have potential. We have like things that we can bring.
Potential. There's no we. You're not a part of that organization.
Hold on. Let me. I'm about to say. I'm saying as in the state of Texas, we have we have reasons why people want to move here. You know, no state tax. Great environment to like have your kids grow up around and stuff like that. How can we not attract free agents out here? Seriously.
Simple. The Dallas Mavericks do not have. What piece do they have? Okay, they have Dennis Smith Jr. Okay, does that scream title? The NBA is a here and now.
Well, I mean, I feel like every NBA team needs to start with a point guard, and that's a good point guard to start with.
Yes, as long as he stays out of trouble.
I don't see him getting into any kind of trouble anyway, so I think we're good on that part.
Yes, but let's see. The NBA playoffs are finally happening. This Mavs/Pseudo Spurs fan is very happy.
I'm not a Spurs fan. Hold on, I'm not a Spurs fan.
Clearly you are when you're wearing that
hat.
I'm
wearing the Spurs hat because I'm a despise for the Golden State Warriors.
Go Warriors! Warriors!
Especially now, forget the Warriors. I don't want to
What's your problem with them? What's your problem with them?
I have a problem with the same thing every year. Like, you're sitting here watching the NBA season, like in November, feeling like you know what the result is going to be in June. Like, that should never happen.
Okay.
I mean, what isn't Chicago of the 1990s? You know, like in the 90s, everybody knew Chicago was going to win. I feel like we need some diversity in like teams in the like playing at a dominant level. That's why I'm actually kind of loving these playoff matchups. I really am.
Let's start off with the very first one. We have the Rockets versus the T-Wolves.
That's a good one to start with. I love the fact that the Rockets are the best team in the league right now. They shoot the most threes. They have arguably the MVP of the league, which if I'm going to be honest, he may not get because of a man named LeBron.
No.
That's another debate
right there. LeBron is not getting MVP.
It wouldn't surprise me if LeBron got MVP though. It really wouldn't.
You're thinking about who? What about that member of the Pelicans, that big center known as Anthony Davis?
I think for sure he'll get Defensive Player of the Year. For sure he'll get Defensive Player of the Year.
So wait, are we gonna do our what? All right, let's go to NBA awards if we have time.
All right.
After these matches, start off with the matchup. Rockets.
This matchup in particular, I'm intrigued by the fact it's Jimmy Butler and James Harden.
Okay.
That's the matchup I'm watching throughout this whole series, because they're going to be matched up against each other the whole time.
I mean, I still say Rockets sweep.
I don't think they'll sweep, but I definitely say they'll win the series. I think Minnesota's going to probably get a game. My whole thing with Minnesota is everybody thought they were going to be a much better team than they were this year. I feel like give a year or two with the whole unit as it is right now, and they can be one of the better teams in the NBA for the next few years to come. Next matchup is the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Utah Jazz. Now,
the good old Utah Jazz.
This matchup is very weird because it is a Northwest matchup. Yeah, I'm looking at the same photo right now.
Yes, I'm having it stay there so we can all look at them.
Well, I want to see your face too at the same time. But what is it? The Thunder, they underachieved in my opinion this year. The Utah Jazz overachieved like it's nobody's business this year, on the backs of their rookie point guard Donovan Mitchell, who has been playing lights out basketball since the start of the year. So the matchup with him and Westbrook is going to be very intriguing. Gobert in the middle for Utah is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. I don't think he'll win it, but he's one of the top candidates. Carmelo, you also got Paul George on the Oklahoma City side, which is a dangerous threat at all times. So you never know what's going to happen. I'm looking at the clock when I'm doing this. So I'm actually going to say Utah wins the series.
No.
Yeah, this series is going to go 7, and Utah's going to take it simply because of defensive presence. That's it. That's the only reason I say Utah wins the series. And plus, Oklahoma City has been one of the most inconsistent teams all year in the NBA. So the next matchup now is the Portland Trail Blazers. Why do I see my face still?
I mean, hey, there you go.
I don't want to see my face still. The Portland Trail Blazers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. I forgot how good Portland was this year, honestly.
They're a team that just fell under the radar.
They fell off the radar on like the San Antonio Spurs scale of falling off the radar, because who really thinks about Portland as a basketball city besides people in Portland?
No one.
They fall on the radar, but everybody also knows about the New Orleans Pelicans. The fact that Anthony Davis, since
MVP,
since after the All-Star break, has been playing by himself, lights out basketball. Him and Rondo, of anybody. Drew Holiday has been playing his freaking tail off, and while D. Cousins has been out with that Achilles tendon injury. Also, Cousins, get well soon. We hope to see you back soon. Hopefully, I hope he resigns with the Pelicans so they can have that big 1-2 punch right down there.
All they're missing is a point guard.
You know what? Rondo's been playing lights out, surprisingly.
Okay, they still need a point guard that can score.
Yeah, that's what Drew Holiday's there for.
Okay, you want that superstar point guard, or you want Rondo and Drew Holiday?
I think Rondo and Drew Holiday's fine as long as you have the 2 superstar bigs back there. But in reality, this series to me, Lillard and McCollum, man, they're too much of a threat.
Yeah,
Portland's going to win this. I don't know how many games, but
easily.
They're going to win easily.
I'll be nice. I'll say 5.
I'll say 6 to be safe. And now the series that I've been. All right, look, Golden State's going to win the series.
Yes, you admitted it.
Look, let's be real. Golden State's going to win the series, but they're going to do it without Steph Curry the whole series.
Yes.
San Antonio. San Antonio is my whole thing is San Antonio is an extinct team. They should not be as good. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs, in my opinion. I say, if it was anybody else in the playoffs, I think Denver should be in the playoffs, not San Antonio, because Denver.
San Antonio too. San Antonio's been consistent.
Yeah, surprisingly, but they did not. It's the first time in years. I want to say like 18 years that they did not win 50 games in a season.
How off were they?
They were like 3 games off.
That's still a pretty decent record.
Yeah, but still with these old aging vets, I don't think they'll get past Golden State. Unless a miracle happens, say Kevin Durant gets hurt, which
don't ever wish that.
No, I'm saying that's the only way they would win this series is if Kevin Durant got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kawhi Leonard's not coming back in the series. They've already called him out for the rest.
Kawhi, give them a shot.
But Kawhi, I don't think Kawhi is even going to be on the Spurs next year.
If
that tells you anything. So Golden State in 5.
Golden State in 4.
I don't see them sweeping San Antonio. But
alrighty, then let's go to the most disappointing team in the Eastern Conference that should be better, but they're not because they're doing.
Let's start with the first
Washington the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised they're in that spot. But John Wall has been playing his lights out since he's been back from that injury. But at the same time, Toronto, man.
Bravo.
What the hell has Drake got going on up there in Toronto? Because they are the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. I don't care what anybody says. Toronto wins this series in 4. They're going to be in the finals, in my opinion.
No, not if a certain king has got.
I don't think this king, which we'll talk about now, Cleveland versus Indiana, I think they're going to have some issues with Indiana because of their youth and the fact that they have so many weapons on the offensive end. So, but Cleveland wins this series, I say in 6.
Yeah, I'd say 6.
It's just my whole issue is take LeBron off this team.
What do they have?
What? Just Love? Love can't run a team by himself. He's not Minnesota back in 2012. It's not that team. Mm-hmm. Right now, Love is a third-string talent on a team, which is being carried by a number 1 and number 2 LeBron James.
Here's my thing. It's been proven. You take LeBron off of Cleveland, Cleveland's lotto bound.
Exactly.
You put LeBron in Cleveland, they're title contenders every time.
And guess what? They proved this. When LeBron left for South Beach, that's exactly what we got.
Yep.
So if LeBron leaves,
wherever he goes, title contender.
He's probably going to go to Los Angeles. Let's be real.
If he goes to LA, title contender. Easily.
Exactly. Now, what were you saying before that?
We got 10 minutes, sir.
All right. 76ers versus the Miami Heat.
Best surprise team.
I am not even surprised because Joel Embiid is the process. He is the truth. Look, he will be back by game 2. Ben Simmons is arguably the rookie of the year, not even having to score 10 points a game because he does everything else on the court. And then he doesn't have a great jump shot, but somehow he still gets in the lane with no issues. They have 3-point shooters all around the arc. They can do whatever they want. Now, Miami, okay, D-Wade is in the playoffs. D-Wade's in the playoffs. Hassan Whiteside is still playing great basketball. Goran Dragic over here is still playing great basketball. But it's just they're not going to be able to compete with the talent of Miami. I say Philly is exactly. This might be the only
brooms ready.
This is the only sweep I see in the whole playoffs is Philly sweeping Miami.
Now I see an upset alert.
Exactly, upset alert. But I'm going to play safe for now.
No Kyrie and no Gordon Hayward against the.
They haven't. Okay, they haven't had. here's the thing: they haven't had Gordon Hayward all year, and
no Kyrie though.
Their young talent has stepped up to the plate big time with the veteran like Al Horford in the middle. They're still surprisingly a really good team, a really good team. But Milwaukee,
Greek freak.
After they fired Jason Kidd, I'm surprised they're even here.
Nice turnaround.
Very nice turnaround. But at the same time, I'm going to say Boston wins this in 7. This is going to be one of the more exciting games of the series, like of the whole playoff.
If Boston, here's the thing: if Boston had Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, this would be sweep all.
I mean, even with Kyrie, this would be like at least 5 games. But
if they were healthy, this screams sweep. They would blow the Milwaukee Bucks out of the water.
Exactly, but I'm still going to say Boston wins the series, though.
It takes 2 injuries to make this even competitive. That's pretty bad.
Because Boston's young talent is just that damn good.
Yep.
I mean, look, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have been playing lights-out basketball. Marcus Smart is actually coming off the bench and being a really productive point guard. I hate to say that because, God, he went to OK State, bro. I can't stand guys like that. But you know what? He's a Dallas native, so I'm going to root for him.
All righty. 7 minutes.
All
7
right.
more minutes.
Now, this is our time. This is our time to talk about
we done the first round matchups. We'll come back whenever the second round comes in.
Second round.
There. But first award. We're gonna wrap this up pretty quickly. First award. Let's go Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year. I'm gonna have to go with Quinn Snyder from Utah for the lack of talent that he had on his roster, being able to do what he did with the talent he had, and then finding a gem like Donovan Mitchell in the draft to like change the mood and the spirits of the whole team, to be able to turn around and be a 4 seed in the playoffs. I'm actually really impressed. And yeah,
I'm going to say the 76ers coach because of how he turned that whole franchise around, and they went on the hottest winning streaks in NBA history to close it out. That is going to be huge coming playoff time.
I'll be honest, I'm not even mad about either way. I still think there's a lot of coaches who could get a Coach of the Year, but those are the 2 most deserving.
Either that or Mike D'Antoni for what he's doing in Houston.
We're not talking D'Antoni.
I'm sorry.
6th Man of the Year award.
Okay.
Who do you see?
6th Man of the Year. All right, I want to hear yours first.
I'll probably say it's either Eric Gordon or Lou Williams again, because those guys, whenever they come off the bench, they're always dynamic. They're always threats in any part of the court. So
I'd say Eric Gordon. I would go with your first one.
Eric Gordon, man, what they're doing in Houston right now is insane.
They live by the jump shot, though.
But he's still so productive from outside the 3-point line. Like, he's their best 3-point shooter, and he's leads the league in plus minus. So whenever he's on the court, he tends to spread the court out and give other players advantages. Like, it's insane.
Now, offensive and okay, there
is no offensive player of the year. Let me just start by that.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I gotta say Ben, but Donovan, man.
Ben Simmons for
but you get what I'm saying though. Donovan Mitchell. It's the same thing with Brett Brown and Quinn Snyder. I see. But I'll probably say Ben Simmons though. So
Ben Simmons.
Defensive Player of the Year is easily Anthony Davis in my opinion. Easily Anthony Davis. If people say Rudy Gobert, I'm not mad. But in my opinion, because of what he's able to do on the defensive side of the ball, he's able to guard really any position that he wants. He averages 2.6 blocks per game during the regular season, which led the NBA. So yeah, let's not even go any further. And then he still can score his freaking tail off. So yeah.
So
Anthony
now
Davis.
So, MVP, 3 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to argue LeBron James.
I'm going to say Anthony Davis or Russell Westbrook.
I mean, look, to me, it's neither of those guys, in my opinion.
Anthony Davis, he's carrying that team on his back. So you've lost your...
It doesn't matter because to me, it's either Harden or James. Harden, because of what he's done without Chris Paul. And the fact that he's still averaging like 10 assists and 30 points. The man's insane. He's grabbed this team by the throat and say, hey, we're going to take it to the top. If it's not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin, which he has a lot of those, he's going to do whatever he wants on the court. He plays iso ball, which is against Mike D'Antoni's freaking religion. And so it's just crazy. Now LeBron, God, he has no talent.
Yeah.
Love? Ooh.
Okay.
It's just LeBron. What he's able to do with the little amount of talent that he has, it's amazing. And especially at his age. He's 32 years old, still playing. He's probably playing the best ball of his career right now. Which is sad to say because, yes, there's injuries all around him. And he's still stepping up even harder than before. Then just to make the playoffs so he can be back on top. Just so he can, hell, get one more ring before he thinks about leaving Cleveland.
So, okay, I would go with my debate, but we are running out of time. Let's wrap this up with one final thing. Who do you have in the final? Bottom line, who do you have in the finals? Who's your finals matchup? My finals matchup, until proven otherwise, is going to be Cleveland Golden State.
I'm going to say Houston Philadelphia.
I hope I'm wrong on that one because that would be a really good matchup.
What, Houston Philadelphia? Actually, yeah, that would be a great matchup.
But I kind of do want Golden State Cleveland round 4.
Yeah, that'd probably be good too. So,
but anyway, we got 30 seconds left. Do your outro, Tony.
Like this video. Comment down below. If you don't like this video, well, you know what? You're not an NBA fan. You can get out of my face. You know, get out of here. Yeah, we don't need that.
This is Jeffrey Burtis of the Stadium Junkies Media, signing out. 24 minutes in, we have completed our goal.